Hi Scorpio, welcome to February and happy Valentine's Day. Before I do your reading, I want to call in some good energy. So this month we have a full moon in Leo on February 9th, Valentine's on the 14th, and 2 days later Mercury goes retrograde in Pisces. But Mercury is favorable to your sign in Pisces, so it may not be as problematic. And then we have a new moon in Pisces, which is trine your sign. It is your soul sister Pisces. And we'll see what's coming up. Let's see what the cards say. What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of February 2020? What's going on with Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of February? What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of February 2020? The King of Swords, Seven of Swords, the Tower, the Emperor, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Chariot, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, this is interesting. So you have come through, you're starting out with the King of Swords crossed by the Seven. So there's someone in your life that maybe you're not sure if you trust, or you don't know if they're being honest with you, or they're not telling you the whole story. King of Swords energy is someone who could be an air sign, could be what's air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This person is very he's a thinker. He's very he operates by logic, not emotion, and he's sometimes hard to read. Maybe sometimes he seems a little bit harsh. You could be dealing with someone, or you could have dealt with someone that was kind of harsh, judgmental. Could even be sometimes the swords is the King of Swords can be a legal issue that you have to deal with. And the Seven of Swords, someone's not facing the truth about something. Someone, either you feel like they're not telling you the whole story, or they're saying one thing to your face and another thing behind your back. So there's a little bit of a sneaky energy with the Seven of Swords. You're not sure if someone is being maybe you're feeling like you're being used in some way, like someone's using you. Sometimes this comes up with someone who's just a taker, like you could be involved with someone who just takes and doesn't know how to give. You've come through a major trauma in the past, a major awakening with the Tower. So you've been through, something was destroyed, or you saw the truth about a relationship. Maybe you're seeing the truth about someone that you really at one time admired, but now you put a lot of faith in that person, but now you're realizing that they weren't totally honest with you, or they weren't really on your side. They weren't really for you. Or there was something like that. There was some deception around this person, this king. The Emperor, this is a card of someone, well, the Emperor is the executive. Someone who's in a position of leadership, a position of authority. But connected to the Tower and the Seven of Swords, this person is very dependent. So you might have left a relationship where someone depended too much on you, and they weren't really stepping up to the plate and taking responsibility. So you could have had someone that was kind of weak, not having the not really standing in their power, not really taking responsibility for their actions, maybe wanting to blame other people for things, or not wanting to see their part in a disaster. Because I feel like with the Tower, there were some major changes. There was some major wake-up calls, major awakenings. So you might have ended a relationship with this sword person because they weren't giving you what you needed. They weren't being transparent. They weren't stepping up to the plate and taking responsibility. Okay, but that's ending. That's over. That's in the past. If you're having any kind of dealings with this person in the present, you want to be careful that they're not selling you a story or a bill of goods or something. You know, you want to check. I don't know. I just feel like they're not telling you the whole story. But coming up in the future, you have this Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So things are changing, major. You're going through some major changes this month, Scorpio. The Knight of Cups is a proposal. It's a romantic proposal with someone who's very, maybe younger. Because the Knights are a younger energy. This is an older, Kings are older energy, or someone that you've known for a while. Knight of Cups could be a new relationship blossoming. And it's just starting out. You're at the beginning stages. But it's going to lead to something way more secure. The Ten of Pentacles is here. This is money, financial security. But this is someone who is willing to take care of you, who has your back. Very different from this energy. So you might have left someone behind that you realize, you know, this guy's not what he claims to be. He's not what I thought he was. And you're seeing the truth about this person. And you're, you know, because now that you're experiencing this Knight of Cups energy, you're able to see the difference, the contrast. So where this person, at one time you might have felt strongly about this person, now you're seeing like, no, he wasn't really right for me. And it might have been a shock to you to see that. And to realize, it might have been, you know, a difficult truth to swallow. But you're moving into a much better time with this Ten of Pentacles. You may even felt a sense of betrayal from this King of Swords. But you're coming into a period of success. You have this Three of Pentacles here. This is career success and recognition, even a new job offer, which could start around March. March, April, May is the Ace of Wands, but this is at the it's the outcome card, so I would say March. The end of February, beginning of March. You're on a new path, girl, boy, whoever's listening. This new romance that's coming up, this person's very romantic, very sensitive, very artistic, very creative. It feels like you have this karmic connection. They're a lot lighter energy than this person. This person is very serious, very judgmental, kind of critical, hard to reach, hard to get through to. Like they kind of keep people at a distance. They're not emotional. And Scorpio, you know, you have this deep emotion and deep feeling. You really need to be with someone that can match that intensity, that emotional connection. And this person couldn't do it. This person was more mental, more logical. They didn't really have that heart that you need. But this Knight could. There's changes coming. And this person, they're okay. They can make you feel secure. The Ten of Pentacles is the wealth card. So your financial situation is going to improve in February. But not only that, you're going to feel that someone is there for you, that someone has your back, that you're not alone. It's way different energy than this. So you're leave the trauma of the Tower behind. Now the Strength card is in your environment here. This is a card of taming the beast within. So you could have been dealing with someone that had anger issues, or dealing with someone who had like emotional like fluctuations, like very moody. Because the Strength card is about balancing, you know, not going to extremes of emotion, learning how to express yourself in a healthy way, learning how to deal with anger. Maybe this person would just blow up, you know, when things didn't go their way, and you felt like you had to walk on eggs around them. Because this is like, here's someone, you could have been dealing with someone that had strong Leo energy. But you're helping someone heal. I feel like you're helping someone heal. And There could be a Leo in your life. There could also be water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, as you know, because the cups are water. But even if it's not, it's someone who's very creative, very artistic, very idealistic. This Knight is a dreamer. He or she believes in love. They almost have a naive view of love. Like they're looking for their princess, their prince, their princess. And you can achieve victory. This is a card of victory through discipline and focus. So maybe you need to focus on, like you might have had scattered energy. This is in your wish fulfillment. The Chariot, I mean, you have all these major cards. The Tower, the Emperor, the Chariot, the Strength card. You have to learn how to control your emotions and not go to extremes. So either it's you that's dealing with that emotional instability, or it could be that you're dealing with someone that fluctuates. They could be a little bit moody. Like one minute they're really passionate, next minute they're kind of distant. So, and the Chariot, this is a card of travel and movement. Learning how to control your mind and your thoughts. So you're directing your thoughts and your focus rather than having your thoughts all over the place. I think this month you need to focus on, instead of being, okay, this is what I'm feeling. Instead of being led by external events where you're all over the place and your emotions, like one day you're happy, next thing you're miserable because of what's happening in your external world. You have to be in control. You have to learn how to pull back, not be affected by what's going on out there, and come to your center and visualize, figure out what you want and keep your eye on the goal. And don't be distracted by all the turbulence in your environment. Because I feel like you're at the edge of a new beginning that can bring you a lot of happiness and a lot of success and security, both financially and emotionally, especially with this ace, this new beginning. It's a breath of fresh air, and it's helping you to move away from this tower experience that you experienced in the past, where you maybe felt like you were dealing with someone who was toxic, just toxic and deceptive, caused you a lot of grief, caused you a lot of pain and change and trauma. That's all behind you. So don't dwell on that. Focus on this new beginning, because you're coming into a new time. You're coming into a better environment, or a better, it's like a new start for you. That's going to bring success and love. So don't focus on the past. Learn from the past, but don't dwell there. And don't let yourself be thrown around by the external environment. Just focus on your goal. Say, this is what I'm working toward, whether it's love or career. Just focus on the goal. Don't let anything take you off the path, and you will be successful. Let's see what's happening. The full moon is happening in your 10th house. So something is, and your 4th house. Well, the moon's in the 10th, sun's in the 4th. So things are happening in your career this month. You're coming, there's a job coming, or there's some kind of completion that's going to change your life direction in some way. Change the way you're seen in the world. You're coming into your power. You might be offered even a position. This is the executive. If you're being offered a position, it will have more responsibility. You're going to have to step up to the plate. If you're in a job that's stagnating, you have to focus on your goal and go after what you want, because the opportunities are going to be coming. To make more money, to have more recognition, success, more responsibility, you can achieve your goal. You just have to control your emotions and focus, and not be distracted by don't have too many irons in the fire. Go after what you want. Mars is going through the 2nd house, and it's trining this moon, this full moon. So things about money are coming to the surface. You're going to see the truth about money. Mars is going to make it. I mean, sometimes when Mars is in the 2nd, it makes your expenses rise a little bit. But it's also a time to think about self-worth. Am I getting paid what I'm worth? Am I accepting too little? What do I need to do to bring more money and value? Am I valuing? What am I valuing? What are my values? Mars, wherever Mars shows up in your chart, it puts a light on where your energy is. So your energy is going to be around earning more money, feeling more secure, you know, and it could involve a change of job or a change in your finances because you want that financial security. You want to maybe take more action or be more ambitious when it comes to money and earning and what you're earning. And realizing and working on your self-esteem, not settling for less. So that's happening. Neptune and Mercury are going to be, Mercury's going to go retrograde in your 5th house. It's already, Neptune's in your 5th house right now. That's the house of creativity, romance, children. So if things are becoming difficult in your life, sometimes some of you might be, you know, escaping through playing with your children, but also it's Neptune and Mercury coming together in the 5th house. You have something that you need to express. Maybe you need to tap into some kind of creative project, something that uses your creativity. That's the best way to use Neptune. So, and with Mercury going retrograde, that could sometimes bring someone back from the past. So it could be that someone, this king, might come back. You might be dealing with him, with someone from the past that was maybe not a serious relationship, because the 5th house is like a dating situation or a romance. It's not serious. And you want to be careful if this person comes back because of all this Neptunian energy, the Pisces and the Neptune energy. They may not be coming back with a true story. They may be, there might be some deception around their communication. So you want to be sure that whatever they're telling you, it's the truth. But Scorpio, you know, you're pretty good at reading people, so I think you'll be fine. But when Mercury retrogrades, a lot of times it brings things back from the past to redo them. So if there's some creative project that maybe wasn't, you know, you may want to go back and tweak or redo. You might have to redo something and make it better. Pluto and Saturn are in your 3rd house, so you might be having power struggles with relatives, you know, people that are close to you, friends, neighbors, relatives, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles. And you have to watch your communication style, because you may be coming on too strong with communication, and you want to be aware of that. Let's see, what else? The new moon is happening in your 5th house, so there could be a new romance coming when the new moon in Pisces. And this, you're going to hear from someone. It's good if you're bringing someone in. If someone's contacting you, you might get a message at this new moon. And this moon is it's sextile to Uranus. Well, and Mars is going to be in Capricorn. Mars is trining Uranus. Mars is in the 3rd. So be careful rushing around. There could be some activity, some unexpected message that comes to you. Maybe through your family, like a brother, sister, or aunt, uncle. You're going to hear from you might hear from someone at this new moon. You might have an opportunity to have a new romance that could really begin at this time. Because Uranus is going through the 7th house, so it's bringing exciting people. It's bringing changes in how you relate to others. It could bring a sudden relationship with someone who's really different, really exciting, really fun. And with Mercury with this new moon, there could be, I mean, this person could be a little bit confusing in their communication style. Like you're not sure where they're coming from, or you're not sure what they mean. Like you want to be careful that that you're understanding what they're saying. It could bring someone who's mercurial, you know, who is changeable, you know, someone who's a good communicator, but and they could be romantic one day, and then the next day they could be moody. So you might be dealing with someone who's a little bit moody. Venus is in your 6th house, so things at work are going to be working. You know, Venus in the 6th house, you're going to be getting along with your coworkers. If you've had any kind of problems, they should be smoothing out with Venus there. Jupiter's in your 3rd house, so that ramps things up, especially Mars. Jupiter brings luck and opportunity. So you could be like running into people, you know, just running around the neighborhood. Maybe you just feel like traveling more, like just getting out. If you've been kind of isolating yourself, you might get out more in the neighborhood, connecting with friends and family. Just be careful that you don't spend too much money, because sometimes when Venus squares Jupiter, you have a tendency to go overboard, eating, drinking, spending. Because I think things are going well in career, and you might be making more money, and you might be feeling like spending more money. But you're going to be running around a lot in February, with Mars in the 3rd house. Connecting with friends, relatives, getting out more. And there could also be a potential new romance with someone who brings fun to your life. If you're starting a new romance in February, you're going to be having fun with this person because you can be yourself with them. You're going to feel that, you know what, this person understands me. I don't have to be somebody else. You know, sometimes we feel like I can't show my true colors or my true nature because it might turn someone off. So you pretend, you know, you kind of keep yourself hidden, or you're not really expressing your true personality. With this person, you could be you. You're going to be free to be you and have fun. So I think it's going to be way different energy than this, because this person was maybe a little bit more critical, a little bit more judgmental. And you maybe felt like you had to walk on eggshells around them, or you couldn't be yourself around them. You were trying to like read them, and they were hard to read, and you're not sure what they wanted, you know, from you. This is going to be a lighter energy. So I feel like you're going to have more fun in February, especially if there's something new starting, like a new relationship. And a new job. I feel like there's also going to be a new job. New career opportunities. So you're good, Scorpio. The worst is over. Let the Tower, you know, the Tower has brought you major change. And maybe some shocking changes, or some wake-up calls and realizations about people that you thought you could trust. But you've learned, and you've changed, and you've grown, and now you're moving into a better time. And you're not going to don't waste time on people that are not being transparent with you or not being honest. It's your time to shine, both in career and to have some fun in love. So have a wonderful Valentine's and have a wonderful February. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Scorpio, and if you'd like to have a private reading, click on the link in the description box and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, I want to thank everyone for supporting this channel. Whether you're liking my videos or commenting on the videos or ordering readings, I welcome all your support, and I thank you and I appreciate it. And I wish you a wonderful February. Bring on the love, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.